Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the MakeCode Arcade Advanced stream. I am Richard, at Richard on the MakeCode forum, and I guess sometimes I count down from 5.
I'm Shannon on the MakeCode forum, and I always count down from 3.
And I'm Vivian at LiveTruth on the MakeCode forum, and I was very confused by the 5 countdown. Did not realize we were live because Richard just stopped counting, so I assumed we were stopped. We were not going live. Okay, sorry. Lucas says make a Boba game. Richard, you weren't here yesterday, but there's big controversy.
Of what? Making a Boba game?
Apparently people don't like Boba, and that's a not unpopular opinion.
I think this is not representative sample size.
I don't think so. Boba's great.
Thank you, Richard.
Is it one of the things we're about? Please add it to one of the things we're about if it's not.
We added it. Wait, no.
All right.
Yeah, it's a thing.
All right, well, haters, we're making some Boba game today. I'm just kidding. You guys aren't haters.
No, Boba game was Lucas's idea.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so my basic concept for today was very basic, which was I was thinking of, I wanted to make a thing where you have a tile map that you kind of tunnel through. Does that make sense? Like, yeah. The idea is we have tile maps, and then you're going to be able to like move forward, and then things will follow you through the tunnels. So
no,
it's like,
I'm confused now.
Okay. Imagine you're under a water reservoir, and you're trying to take this water and get it to a location.
Mm-hmm.
You dig a tunnel to the water, and then it goes.
I see. And the water behaves with gravity and levels?
Yeah, we're not going to do like water physics, but it's going to follow the path.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So the way we're going to do this is, because this is now a Boba game, I'm going to be making it so that we are a very weird Boba place for moles, I guess. We're going to have a, no, I'm feeling orange. We're going to have a, oh, I'm sorry, Vivian. Yeah, no, we'll change it. Don't worry, we'll change it.
Thank you. It's still sore.
Okay, so we're going to have a Boba cup that's going to appear down here somewhere. It's going to be the Boba stockpile up here, and you're going to have to dig a thing to make the Boba go to the right place. Why is it this way? I don't know, but I needed to make this a Boba game somehow. So we're going to be using the tile maps extension, which I've already added to this project. And we're going to be using an 8x8 tile map. So let's go ahead and set this to be our current tile map. This is going to be super basic because all we really want to do is make sure that there's some stuff for us to dig through. So let's make something that looks kind of like, I don't know, what should we be digging through? You guys have a suggestion for like a material?
So the boba is what's going to be the water, and the cup is what's going to be, okay. Concrete.
Concrete.
I don't know. This isn't really based on real life, Richard, and I'm not very imaginative. I can only work off of reality.
I know that's not true.
Richard, we are a very reality-based stream. I don't know if we've ever used our imaginations before.
All right, so we're just gonna make, I don't know, whatever this is.
Magic.
Magic. And we'll go ahead and make it so that we have some room down here at the bottom. And I think we're gonna make some things that we have to go around. So we're gonna make it like this, and we're gonna make it so there's like a rock. So to do that, let's use brown, I guess. Right here. Okay, so these will be like our obstacles, and we're just going to kind of generate a map. Also, I'm not in love with this ground. I think it's got too much going on, so let's just make it so that it's maybe more like this. Yeah, all right, something like that. Okay, so we're going to make it so that you are a mole. You're going to be digging in some direction. Can someone draw me a mole? You don't need to be, it doesn't need to be detailed. It needs to be 8 by 8. And we're going to flip a coin because that seems like the safest way to do it. We're not going to do nose goes. Yeah.
Cool. Coin flip game. Oh no, actual coin flip. That makes sense.
Well, I was just going to do a virtual coin flip.
Oh.
No, we need accountability.
This is crazy. Oh my goodness. What a wild life we have. Okay, but then who decides who calls? Shannon, we had rock, paper, scissors to decide who gets to call what. Rock, paper, scissors. Wait, no, wait. Okay, I'm going to shoot scissors, okay?
Wait, what?
I'm going to shoot scissors. Rock,
Okay.
paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, how dare you take my technique? But so then to destroy you, I will use rock. I'm going to use rock next time. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm going to use rock. Let's go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. No, Shannon.
Okay. I'm not gonna pick until the moment of. Let's go.
Okay, I'm going to use paper.
Mhm.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. No!
Okay, so I guess that was the decider if you get to choose heads or tails, Shannon.
Yes.
So please choose heads or tails.
Oh, I get to choose tails.
Nice, I wanted heads.
Oh, so I think that means Vivian does it.
Oh.
Yes. Did you already re-roll it?
Yeah, okay, so it is possible for this thing to be tails. Yes, I did.
Okay.
All right, Vivian, you're on mole duty.
Oh.
Doesn't need to be animated. You just got to
I
draw a
kind of-
mole
I'll make one.
in an 8 by 8.
I feel like our methodology was bad in the end because Richard could just choose if you win being if you draw our list.
True. Lucas is offering to make art also. And
All right, so we're going to be doing this as kind of a grid-based thing, and we're not going to use the grid extension because I don't know how to use it. We're just going to do it ourselves. So we're going to be using a button press to navigate. So let's go ahead and do our button press events. Go in all the directions, including the lame ones like left. All right, so we're going to make a function now, which is going to be called do a move.
Do a move.
Oh, this should probably take in a number. Direction. Directino.
Mhm.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use the convention I always use, which is that up is 0, right is 1, not 10. Down is 2, and left is 3. Now inside of here, what we're going to do is we're going to do this right here. We're going to have an if, and we're going to be doing a comparison just to figure out which direction we're doing. Do I do a lot of direction games?
Yes, you do, Richard. That's a classic Richard prototype. Archetype.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Because you are full of direction.
You're full of direction.
That's a good.
All right, we're going to make a variable which is going to be new location. And we're going to set our new location to be something based off our current location. So we're going to be doing this. Let's go ahead and also do a sprite in here. Right. And for each of these, we're going to be using a thing in the tile maps thing, which is this location left of. location, and for the location, we're going to be passing in the location of our sprite. So that's also in here. All right. So 0 is up. 1 is right. Okay. Up. 2 is down. And 3 is left. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to say, is this a valid spot we can move to? If it is a valid spot we can move to, then we're going to move our location and we're going to dig a hole. So we're going to go into here inside of sprites. Sorry, maybe not sprites. We'll go into scene and we'll just do the tile at. Here we go. We're going to say if the tile at our new location is beautiful dirt, then we're going to set that to be like, here, we need to make another tile, which is like stuff we've dug through. So do like this. And just like, I don't know. Yeah, that kind of looks like we're digging a tunnel, right?
Sorry, I'm drawing a mole.
Okay. Okay. So if that tile is there, then what we're going to do is we're going to place our mole at that location, and we're going to set the tile at that location. So let's go ahead and do a place on top of, and take in our sprite. We're going to set that new location, and we're going to get the set blank at new location. And it's going to be this. Okay, so let's call this function with the mole. So we're just going to copy this mole around. Dig, 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 dig. So the fun thing about this is that you cannot go back into holes that you've already dug. So you need to, you know, be careful in that way.
Okay, Richard, Lucas made us a mole with all the facing directions and animations.
Oh, I see.
Isn't that amazing?
What you're saying is you copied your homework.
No, I made a mole. Okay, I'll send you my mole too, but I'm gonna send you the link to Lucas's because I feel like he does so much work, you know, and I just made a weird creature. It's my mole. You can choose what you want to do.
We'll use Lucas. Aww, he blinks. All right, so let's go ahead and copy this guy. I'm just going to do, whoops. Hey, stop that. I was Control A doing that. All right, so let's save this Boba image. We have our mole, and what's the animation? Oh, it's just him blinking.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Well, to simplify the code for now, oh, I see. Ooh, there we go. To simplify the code for now, I'm not going to copy the animations. I'm just going to be using the mole itself. So let's do that. Okay, we got our code now. So we're going to make it so that we actually have some Boba flow in. So I think what we want to do is we want to make it so that whenever, you know, this would be really good for tile world. We need to make it so that whenever we dig up to the top, the Boba is going to start like falling down. And we're going to have to write some logic for it to follow the path. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves I guess we'll use an on-game update to check if we have Doug in the top row. So to do that, we're going to use a loop, we're going to use an index, and we're going to go for the width of this tile map. So that is from 0 to 19, because our tile map is 20 wide. Now we're going to do an if, and we're going to be checking a location. So let's go ahead and drag out that block we were using earlier. This one right here. Tile at this location. We're going to use the index for our column, and our row is the second row, which is 1. So if it is that, then we're going to create a Boba.
Richard, do you think we'll need more art? Are we done with art?
You're probably done with art.
We need a cup though.
Oh, that's true. Okay, so let's do our Boba falling logic. So I think what we want to do is, I didn't really think this far through. I guess we should just come up with some rules for doing this movement, right? So like, it'll always fall down, and then if it hits the bottom, it'll go either left or right. And then you need to guide it that way, I guess. So we're going to create our Boba, and we're going to place it on top of our location. So let's put this inside of an on-game update interval, by the way, because we don't want to create a million Bobas.
Speak for yourself, Richard.
That's true.
I love Boba.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to place on top of, not random. Just want this one. Oh no, I want to place on top of specific location one. Boy, my mind is sad today.
Aww.
I didn't sleep very well last night.
Richard, that's every night.
That's true. Okay, so we've got our Boba creating working. So let's go ahead and do the logic for these guys. So I think probably the easiest way for us to do this is just to, let's see. We're going to give them a gravity. If they hit a wall, we're going to give them a random Vx, which will either be positive or negative. And whenever they are moving downwards, we will get rid of their Vx. So they'll fall straight down.
Yes. That seems good to me.
Okay.
Do they they won't stack on top of each other, like.
Oh, you're right.
Should they or no?
I feel like they should, right? Because Boba would.
It's true. Boba would also bounce a little bit when it hit the bottom.
Hey, get out of here. Okay, so instead what we're going to do is we're going to make a function, which is going to be called Boba move. And it's going to take in a sprite, which is going to be the Boba. Okay, so what this is going to do is it's going to look at a Boba. It's going to say, what is my current state? And then it's going to decide which way it's going to move based off that state. So if there is a blank spot below us, then we want our Boba to move downwards. So we're going to do something like this. We want the location of, we want location bottom of, and we're going to change this sprite to be Boba. And if that is empty, then we're going to have it move downwards.
Mhm.
So we will make it, what's the best way to do that?
Isn't there like does move to tile work or no? Yeah, maybe just a path.
Yeah, I'll just do path.
Mhm.
Okay, we're going to go into here. We're going to get a text thing. We're going to do V8. And we're going to be doing Boba. So the V means move vertically. The 8 means move 8 pixels. It's going to move down 8 pixels. Okay, let's go ahead and run this code. So we're going to make it so that on game update every 500 milliseconds, we're going to loop over all of our Boba, and we're going to make them move. So maybe I can just do it inside of this same loop. There's no real reason to break it out. Array of all sprites of kind.
This is already in creation order, so you'll be fine.
Yeah, should be fine.
Cool.
All right, so for each array of Boba in the array of sprites of kind Boba, we're going to go ahead and call Boba move on it. So we should see them move down now. Look at them go.
Nice. Boba train.
Yep. All right, so there's a few things that are up with this though. We are still having the Boba move on top of each other, which is no good. We're also making it so that they, let's see, what's the word? We also want to make it so that they move either left or right when they hit the ground, which is not working right now. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to go into our tile map and we're going to add a new tile. So go into here, we're going to duplicate this one, and we're just going to put a B there for Boba. All right, so when that happens, what we're going to do is we're going to set the tile at that location. So let's go back into scene. Let's go back into here. I can never find what I want in the scene category.
And we're changing it up too, right?
Yeah, that's true. I think it's going to be better once we change it.
Mhm.
Okay, so what we want to do is we want to set the tile that we are currently at to be just regular old, oh, whoops. Still wanted that. I want to put this in here, and I want to set this to be this. There we go. So we're going to clean this up, and we're going to set this to be the Boba tile, and that's going to mark where we're falling down. So let's see this go. All right. So
Yeah.
the nice thing about this is they now stop because we have created basically a little Boba tile. And oh, I should actually put this outside of here because we always want to set this tile. Oh, whoops. See, I think we always want to set the tile at our current location, and then we can unset it if we move. Perfect. Okay. So the reason I did it that way was so that we don't keep creating shadow Boba up here. So we always set the B tile whenever a Boba is, occupying it. This looks pretty good, I gotta say.
It is fun to watch the Boba rain.
Yeah. All right. So got this going. Let's go ahead and now do our moving left or moving right. And to do this, we're going to need an extension. Vivian, I don't know if you're in earshot, but if you are, please get on camera for a moment.
What?
Hey, Vivian, what time is it?
It's time for arcade.
Hey,
Sprite. Data.
Dada.
Bye.
All right. So we're going to use our arcade sprite data. And the reason we're using this is so that we can set a direction that we are moving. Because if we start moving to the right, then we need to know that we're moving to the right, because if we hit another horizontal tile, then we're going to end up, not moving anymore.
Right.
We could end up moving to the left. So, it'll just be kind of like randomly going around. We need to pick a direction and stick with it. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're going to set this. Oh, this is going to be confusing. I don't know if all of this is going to work. We're just going to play by ear, and we'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to set our data moving to, and we're going to, let's see. Okay, wait. So we have 3 cases, right? We have our left is 1, we have our right is 1, and then we have our left and right are both 1. And by 1, I mean a tile we can move through.
Mm-hmm.
So to do that, we're going to do this. We're going to put this in here. We're going to say, is the location left of? Then here we're going to do else if the location right of. And then inside of this first one, we're going to do an if right of. And so this will be our both cases. This will be just our left, this will be just our right, and this will be none.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if we have just our right, let's do that one first because it's the easiest. We're going to set our moving to be, sorry, that's the wrong one. We're going to set our moving to be right. Otherwise, we are going to set our moving to be left right here. And then in this case, we're going to do a if and a 50% chance. There's some blocks I just wish were in 2 places. Percent chance is one of them. Okay, so we have set our moving direction now. So there's a 50% chance we'll move left or right, or we'll move left, or we'll move right. One other thing we need to do is we need to clear this moving thing when we start falling downwards. So we're going to go into here and we're going to set our moving to be just the empty string. Okay, so once we have this moving in place, then what we probably want to do is, let's see. So we don't want to set a moving direction if we are already moving in a direction.
Yes.
So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of logic. We're going to say if we need to get that data out. Okay. So I guess actually what we want to do is, let's see. This is confusing.
I think you're right. Just like swap out that if branch.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I guess we're fine. What's
yeah.
up?
If it has a moving, then just keep moving. Otherwise.
Yep. Okay, so then do we want to do this in the yeah, okay, so this is fine. So we're going to take this thing, we're going to do if the data moving equals right, else if the data moving equals left, and then else we set the moving.
Dio. Kind
Yes.
of a code idea, which is only set the moving if it's not set, and then just at the bottom check if you're moving left or right and move once.
Yeah, okay, let's do that. All right, so we'll get rid of this. We're going to, let's see, drag this out, and we're going to make a new if statement. So we'll do this right here, and we're going to recreate our logic that we were doing before. Here we go. Okay. So we're doing it this way because what we're going to do is we're going to do a, we're going to check to see if that string equals the empty string. And if it does, then we are going to set our moving left or moving right. By the way, we should not be setting this here. We should, however, be setting this up here when we create the Boba. Okay. So if our moving equals whatever, then we're going to go through this logic and determine if we should be moving in one of these directions. All right, and then once that happens, we want to, I guess what we want to do is actually pull this out and put all of this inside of an else. Then we want to do this. Now we want to do the actual move.
Mhm.
Okay,
Wait,
so
inside there?
outside, so here.
So
Right
many
here, right?
Yes, yes, I think that's right.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to do this here. And what we want to do is we want to check our moving direction. So we're going to do an equals. Go ahead and get that sprite data I was looking at before. Boba. Moving. And if it equals left and tile at location left of this is valid, then we're going to do that. We're going to set this to be the location left of, and we're going to make this h -8 because left is negative.
Mm.
Now we're going to do an else if, and we're going to put this in here, and we're going to just do the opposite. So we want this to be right, like that. And then we want to, oh, whoops, I keep doing something. That. Make this right, make this h +8. Okay, let's go.
Hi,
What's up?
Vivian.
Hey, Vivian, what's up?
I'm trying to make it focus back on me instead of the light. Oh, there we go. I'm back. The Boba.
All right, so we're.
Are you just eating a spoon?
What? No, I also have a drink.
Oh, okay, good.
But I thought I would bring the Boba by itself.
Hey!
Boba. Whoa,
Nice.
Richard, this is awesome.
Yeah, all right, this is working pretty well.
Okay, real quick.
Yeah.
I said I would do this after you were done with this section. Lucas made a background image and it goes like sort of along the top. So I'm just gonna paste it in chat. We don't have to add it now, but write it whenever is convenient for your workflow. It's pretty good.
All right, so we've got our basic Boba logic now. Whoa, did I mess up the right button? Oh, I was pressing the wrong key. We got our following logic, and it works pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. So what we want to do now is we need to figure out a little bit more about our gameplay. So one thing I am realizing is just not very fun right now is that you can't go back on what you've already dug. And we're gonna have to do a lot of logic to make this work. So we're just gonna go into our move, and we're going to say that if it is equal to that, we're going to do the place on top. Otherwise, if the tile at new location is equal to this or this, then we're going to place on top of new location, but we're not going to set the thing. The reason we're not setting the thing is because we don't want to overwrite the B that we're setting for the Boba. So now we can, go all over the place. Satisfying to watch it fill up, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
This looks so cool. What the heck?
All right. Yeah, this is turning out way better than I thought it would. Okay, one other thing we need to do is something I'm noticing right now is that these guys are all a little bit off. You see? Particularly down here. So we need to correct their positions a little bit, and that's just because of little timing errors with our animations. So these aren't guaranteed to run perfectly in 500 milliseconds, and this isn't guaranteed to run perfectly in 500 milliseconds. So what we want to do is when we do this thing, we also want to adjust their position to be where it should be. So we're going to do a place on top of. So let's go ahead and do that right here. We're going to go into tile maps and we're going to get our location. And we're going to just do a place on top of the location of the sprite. And that'll make sure that it is at the right location when we start doing our animation. Not random. I always do that. Yes, Vivian.
No, I'm just trying to steal the focus back from the light. This is ridiculous.
It was a weird question. I'm not really sure how to answer it. And then we also want to, just in case they don't end up animating, we're also going to stop all animations. Okay, so that should fix what we were seeing before, which is them not showing up at the right location. All right. So I think that your score is going to be how many boba are created before you get to the cup. Okay. So the idea is that if you were being wasteful of your boba, and you're digging a tunnel where a ton of boba come in and fill it all up, that's no good. So, all right. Did someone draw a cup, by the way? No? All right, perfect. Because I want to do it a different way. Okay, so we're going to make a cup now. So to do this, we're going to, let's see, what does a typical boba cup look like? Vivian?
Like a trapezoid that's upside down.
Yeah, like a trapezoid that's upside down. So we're going to be creating just a blank tile that is going to be our success tile, basically. So it's going to be this green. And we want to, no, actually, that's going to make the code more complicated, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to set the dirt like this. Actually, no, we'll just do this with code. What am I talking about? Okay, so we're going to create a cup. So let's make a function which is going to be create boba cup. Okay, so what this is going to do is first we're going to create a sprite. This sprite needs to be 16 wide and 24 tall. Actually, we'll make it a little bit wider. We'll make it 24 wide as well, because we're going to have room for it to, like a little bit room on the edges, because it's going to be filling up with boba. There we go. We're going to make it look something like this. And we're going to place this on top of a location. So we're going to place it on top of one of these random tiles. So to do that, we're going to set its top to be whatever this is. So we have 3 tiles here. So we want to set it to be 3 tiles away from the bottom of the screen. So we want it to be 120 minus 24, which is 96. And then we want to set the X to be on one of these tiles. So we want it to be, let's say, we're going to do a random range. The X refers to the center of the cup. I'm going to multiply this times 8. Oh, and we're going to, so what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're not too close to the edge. So we need to be at least 2 tiles away from the edge when we're setting our boba cup position. Wait, is that right? Let's see, this is 2 wide. So we actually want to be 3 away. So we're going to do 8 times pick random for 3 to 20 minus 3, which is 17. That might be an off by 1 error. We'll see. And let's go into our onStart and call this function. Okay, that was good. That was good. Good, 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 good. This is how I test. By just running it a million times until it does something wrong. Nope, we wrote perfect code. All right. So we're going to go ahead and fill this cup up with our milk tea. And what kind of milk tea are we doing? What are you guys feeling?
What's your normal order, Richard?
I usually just get the milk with brown sugar.
Ooh. No, my friend's order is normally like mango slushy, but and one of my other ones is jasmine milk tea. I don't know, Shannon, what's yours?
Mine is jasmine.
I feel like
If I
jasmine.
drink caffeine, jasmine would be my favorite. I like jasmine tea a
Sorry,
lot.
Vivian, what were you saying? Yes, you said.
I feel like jasmine is the sophisticated choice based on these answers.
There was Shannon might remember this. There was a period where people would just bring jasmine tea and put it on my desk because of how much I liked it and how it was always out of stock. So I have a drawer that is just full of jasmine tea in the office.
I'm almost out of my jasmine tea. I need to buy some more.
All right, so what we want to do now is we want to mark all of these tiles to be tiles that you can fall into. All the tiles that the cup is on. So what we're going to do is we're going to figure out what our tile on the left is, figure out what our tile on the right is, and then we're going to set the 3 in that column so that our boba can fall into this cup. Okay, let's go ahead and let's see, we want to set the, we need to figure out the left, and then we add 8 to it, and then that'll give us our tile. Yeah, that'll work. So we're going to get a location right here. And this is going to be equal to, we know our row, which is going to be, let's see, so this is row 19, this is row 14, so this will be 13, so this will be 12. So we want our row to be 12. We want our column to be the left plus 8 integer divided by 8, I think. Because that'll, if you integer divide by 8, that'll give you whatever column you're in. So here, it's in the square root, I think. There it is. And yes, Vivian?
Nothing.
Vivian, just ask a question. Just ask a question when I say that, because.
Richard, what's your favorite animal?
Oh, that's a tough one. Oh boy, can I say Pokemon instead?
You've listed at least 3 different favorite animals over the course of this stream.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's going to change most of the time when you ask me, but my Pokemon favorite is current constantly.
Pokemon's not an animal. They're different things. They're different
Agreed.
categories. Just because you have a favorite movie doesn't mean you don't also have a different favorite song.
No, I think it does mean that.
Which one do you have?
Favorite song, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Shannon, do you have a favorite song? Sorry.
Yeah, Shannon.
I I don't know. I had a favorite movie, so
You had?
one.
What
What
happened to
happened to it?
My go-to answer was always Ratatouille, which I still think is a very good movie. I don't know if it's my favorite movie, but
I would back you up on that's my favorite Pixar movie.
What's your favorite movie, Vivian?
Probably Legally Blonde.
Nice. And we know Richard doesn't have a favorite movie because he's opted to go for the music route.
And that's a secret. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just repeat this code 3 times because we have 3 columns to set. And so what we're doing is we're getting the location, which is based off the left of the sprite, and we're integer dividing by 8 to turn it into a column. And we are basically setting it at the current location, at the right of the current location, and then we're moving down and then doing the same thing. So this will set all of our tiles. And the fact that this is, you can't see any tiles that have been set means that this is probably working, but just to make super sure, we can go ahead and set the left location to be this so that we can hopefully see something. There we go. Okay, yeah, so we did it correctly because you can see that left right there. So let me go ahead and get rid of this code. All right, so now that we have done this, we have made it so that the boba can fall into our cup. So let's go ahead and dig a path to this cup right now. There we go. And now go, boba, go.
One might say it's a goba time.
Get out of here. Hey, there we go. Look at that. We filled our boba. Okay. So this is all fine and good. Let's go ahead and do our calculating now. So what we want to do is we need to detect A, have we filled our boba cup? And then B, do we have any boba that are moving? If we have boba that are still moving, we're going to keep going, okay, until both of those are satisfied. If both of those are satisfied, then we are going to calculate your score, which is how many boba is on the screen minus, I don't know, something, you know. It's basically how many boba you wasted.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go over here, and we're going to put a check. I guess what we're going to do is we're going to make this boba move, return something. Oh, wait, why am I doing that? Edit function. No, wait, why am I doing that? Function, return, that's what I want. So we're going to return true if we move. So we want this return true in 3 places. And then if we don't hit any of these, we want to return false because we didn't move. All right. So now we're checking if we moved or not. So while we're doing this boba move, we're going to say, did something move? And we're going to set this to be false. Now we're going to be looping over all of our boba. And we're going to switch to using the function that returns. So this one right here. And if this happens, then we're going to set did something move to true. And now here at the bottom, we're going to say if not did something move, then we're going to check to see have we filled up our cup. So to do that, let's see, where is that? Yeah, I want this. We're going to loop over all our columns again. And what we basically want to check is 3 tiles. We want to check the current tile, like the top, the bottom, and the middle one. So like each of these 3 columns. And we just want to say, are any of these equal to this? And if they are, that means that there is not a boba in it. And that means that, are you doing chemistry?
For safety, Richard. Are we?
Oh.
Aren't we about safety?
I guess that's true. Is that one of the things we're about? I don't remember saying it.
Man, no safety today. Okay, well, then it's just for style.
Okay, and we're going to do an OR. So let's go into logic and get an OR. I'm going to put this here, this here, and then put this here. So that we are checking 3 tiles, and we're going to make it 12, 13, and 14. Vivian, are you going to start playing Animal Crossing again?
I have been, Richard. Are you gonna start playing Animal Crossing again?
I want to, but
Richard, let's play together.
What would really motivate me is if Shannon would also join our Animal Crossing party.
Okay, but listen to this. Okay, one of the new updates is there gonna be exercises in the plaza, and you can do it together. So we can do it in the morning, and we'll do the 2, 3, 4. You know. And
we're gonna do radio calisthenics.
Yeah.
You or like you in the game?
Both. You put your Joy-Cons in and it like senses it.
Oh.
You do it in the game too. Isn't that amazing? Don't think about it as spending money on a video game. Think about it as getting money back for your Switch. Because you're getting value out of it.
So what if, say, a copy of Animal Crossing just showed up on your doorstep? You know, it's just there one day. All right, we don't know where it came from, but it says to Shannon, and there's a copy of Animal Crossing.
I'm just doing my Switch enough. I don't think I would be. But you guys should do morning calisthenics.
This is so upsetting.
I agree. All right, cancel the pooled gift where we were all going to chip in and buy Shannon an Animal Crossing.
You should definitely
buy her an Animal Crossing.
Yes.
Shannon, I don't understand.
All right. So we now know if we won. And what we want to do is we're going to say that if we won, we want to count how many boba we used. So we're going to just figure out the length of our array of sprites. Where is that array of sprites? It's right here. Change it to boba. Okay. And we want to figure out what is the maximum number of like boba that we could possibly have. And so to do that, we're going to say inside of here, we're going to make a variable called maximum boba. And maximum boba is going to be equal to the length of the array of all of the tiles that are of the dirt kind. We got the length of, so we want to get the scene array of all this location. I'm gonna make this dirt. And now over here, we're going to say our score is equal to, all right, so we want the score to be kind of nice. So it's gonna be out of 100. So we're going to do the array, the length of the array of sprites of kind Boba divided by the maximum Boba and then we're going to do 1 minus that because we want to get the inverse. We want it to be big if this ratio is small. Then we're going to multiply this number, which is a percentage, times 100. And we're going to put it inside of a round to make it a nice even number. And then we're going to do set score to that. And we're going to do game over win.
Richard, what's your favorite ocean? Can't say none of them.
Feels like none of them.
Richard, I just said you couldn't say that.
Antarctic Ocean.
Ooh.
The freshest ocean.
That's a hot take.
Yay! 74. This number is going to appear kind of random, right? Because like there's no real way to detect. I mean, you're not going to be able to calculate this in your head, right? So, but we just want to do a good, efficient Boba route. So, pretty much the solution is always this right now. Oh no, this isn't gonna. No, I did it bad because it's gonna fill up there too. Yeah, there we go.
Richard.
There goes my score.
Trickier than you thought.
Yeah.
Lucas says make more tile maps, but it's too.
Yeah, I think we should. So let's go ahead and go over to our on start. Let's see, we're kind of out of time, but we can just do this real quick because we don't have a meeting after this, do we?
Nope, it's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. That's no meeting day.
Except for this one.
This one's not work. We love it.
That's true. I can do anything during this meeting. And I learned so much. Like
All right, so what's a good, let's see. So maybe we could just make it so it's something like.
Oh. Canonically, what is this?
This?
Mm-hmm.
It's like rocks.
Oh, okay, sure. In the concrete.
Yeah, concrete
Which
rocks.
is also rock.
Of a sort.
I see. Makes sense.
Hey, okay, that's a level. What's up?
No, it's just so easy, this game. Not like the game itself is not challenging. It's just so easy to make levels for the game. It's like making a table. So easy. That's a level.
Oh, I see. I figured it was because of that, the table.
That must be why that phrase is funny to me. Never really thought about it.
Guys, if you haven't played the great game, I mean, I'm sure you have because everybody's talking about it. Stable table.
Gideon says you should also open up Lucas's background, which is in chat.
All right. Up. Aww. Oh, I see. It's just the animating eyes. All right. Let me see if I can just copy all of this. Will this work? No. Vivian, I mean, not Vivian. Shannon shaking red. Not Vivian, the other one. Whoops. Okay. Anyway, thank you everybody for joining our show. What's my name? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's Richard. At Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Shannon. I should count on the MakeCode forums.
And I'm Vivian. I live cheerful on the MakeCode forums.
And tune in next week. By next week, I mean tomorrow, where we go out and look at, we're going to make another game, probably. But we usually do. Let me get this in and then I'll do a proper sign off.
Oh yeah, also share a link to chat. It's been requested greatly.
I know, I'm working on it. 160 by 120. And now we just want to do a pick random from here. Do. He's kind of cut off just a little bit.
Try a different level. Are they all the same height?
Yeah, they're all the same height.
Oh, just kidding. That's it's something.
Yeah. All right. Did we already do sign-offs?
Yep.
Yeah. Richard, you need some more
Okay.
sleep.
I do need some more sleep. Bye, guys.